It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
Cande, let's start with Deanna Carter, who was celebrating the 25th anniversary of a big album for her and the song Strawberry Wine. So she started to speak a little more on that, and she said the song initially, when she decided to sing it, reminded her of her high school sweetheart, who happened to be James Denton, who played Mike on Desperate Housewives. Cande?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so that's an interesting tidbit about that very famous song. Brothers Osborne releasing a deluxe version of their album Skeletons on January 21. And Dierks Bentley is on Instagram with a brand new mustache, and he's asking people for opinions. Keep it or shave it?
Oh, well, I don't like facial hair, so I go shave it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it on him. I would say shave it, but you can choose for yourself on his Instagram. Cande, there was a huge story yesterday. The #1 tennis player in the world, Novak Djokovic, flew to Australia. It's about 10 days before the Australian Open. He claimed he had a visa that was correct and claimed he had an exemption for not being vaccinated. Australia held him at the airport for many, many hours, eventually decided you are not coming into this country, and sent him home, Cande.
Well, why isn't he vaccinated? Why would he be exempt from that?
Right. So the thing, people in Australia we're all about send him home, send him home, send him home. We don't want him here. Because Australia's been very strict about their rules, Cande.
As they should be.
Right. Now, it's just a big story, because I'm not saying that it wasn't the right decision. I'm saying Novak Djokovic, the #1 player in the world, maybe the best tennis player of all time, it's very close, will not get to defend his title in Australia. He is out of the Australian Open, Cande.
All right, well, don't try to get around the rules, okay? You're
not
special.
I agree. That seems to be the sentiment. He's trying to skirt the rules. And it's funny because a lot of other tennis players said, if this was me, this wouldn't even be a conversation. They would send me right home.
Story. Bye-bye.
Right. Betty White, so her people say her funeral will be private. She didn't want anyone to make a big fuss over her.
Never did.
Ralph Macchio, do you know he kept the yellow 1947 Ford? He was allowed to keep it after the making of the Karate Kid movies. And he says the showrunners of Cobra Kai on Netflix restored it to its original glory. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah, he got the people on the show to kind of make it all nice again. That's really cool. I was watching a video of Travis Barker adding drums to Adele's Easy on Me.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was great. I was rocking out to it. Very good
love
stuff.
That.
Yeah. Ashley Judd is hiking again. Remember?
I can't believe this. This I cannot believe.
She was stuck in the Congo for 2 days with a fractured leg.
I mean, it took forever to get her out of there.
Yeah.
It's lucky she's alive. It's lucky she can walk, and she's hiking.
She just did a 25-mile hike the other day. Isn't that amazing? Good for her.
That's crazy in a way, but yeah, good for her.
I know you'll appreciate this. Joe Exotic is trying to raise the money to pay Carol Baskin off. He set up a GoFundMe to raise $500,000. Do you know how much money it has raised so far?
I'd like to say 5 cents.
$370.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I knew you'd appreciate that.
It's outrageous.
And finally, Martha Stewart opening a restaurant at Paris, Las Vegas. She's calling it The Bedford. It's going to be styled after her country house in Bedford, New York. There's going to be separate rooms, and it's going to look like her country house, and you can go eat at her.
This woman does not slow down.
Yeah, her restaurant. Now, what's interesting is Dana and I, for many years, when we used to go to Vegas together, we said the best buffet we ate at was the Paris buffet. Now, with everything going on, buffets have since closed down, most of them.
I ate at that buffet many years ago, and it was a very, very good one.
And it's designed, or it was at that time, like a little Parisian village. So I'm wondering if they just transformed the little village buffet to look like Martha Stewart's house in Bedford, New York.
Well,
they
have the Statue of Liberty, so why not Martha Stewart's house?
It's true. TV tonight, Fox with the reboot of Joe Millionaire. It's
interesting.
Yep, it's on tonight. From what I'm reading, there are 2 Joes, and you don't know which one the millionaire is, Candy.
Of course, that's the premise of the show.
Yeah, well, I don't know that was the case on the original. It might have just been one guy. But
no.
ABC has a miniseries called Women of the Movement. NBC with Law & Order, SVU, and Organized Crime, and Bull is on tonight. And there you go. You're bald and the beautiful, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.